Let them see us coming in.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Bilal, Damon. Let's talk. Yesterday, guys, we were posting from a studio, a recording booth, and we had some issues. So hopefully you guys can hear us loud and clear. Today's topic, Damon, take it away.
Well, yeah, in my situation, when my dating situation, I hook up with a female, right? And we kicking it, having a good time, you know, enjoying life, enjoying each other, and it go on for a minute without any conversation, any me saying something or she saying something back. We end up in the boyfriend and girlfriend rules. Now I didn't agree to it. I didn't know nothing about it.
Right.
I thought we were. So why is it that women automatically go with you? You know, I'm 54, so I'm trying to. What do we do at this age?
I guess
They court you.
well, commit to you.
Commit to you.
Want you to commit to her.
Without the conversation. Why is that an automatic thing? And why don't the men get any say so? Other than now when do we get committed? And then that's an argument. Or you've been playing with me and see the problem with that is a woman always thinks she can come in and change a person. So she gonna jump in and say, okay, I'm down for whatever we're doing, but then it's gonna, because she's thinking that's gonna change me.
Right.
So she thinks she's gonna talk me into, convince me into being.
So she wants to change the rules of engagement.
Without me even discussing it.
Right.
And had no discussion. So you don't have that problem being married. Or did you get tricked into marriage like that? Did you ask to get married or did you?
No, I definitely asked to get married. But I think the issue here is that women want things defined, right? They want the relationship defined. They want to know where they are in the relationship, and they want to know where this is going. So because of that, they'll put labels on things to just help them navigate where they are. Where men can keep things status quo, hey, we're in this lane, I like this lane, we're fine. Women just want things detailed and spelled out. And once a woman starts having feelings for you, she wants to know that those feelings are reciprocated and that you are exclusive and also feeling the same way she is.
But that's not how we started out. So it don't start out that way. You start out dating, to my understanding, is I can see you when I want to see you, and you can see him when you want to see him. You know, it's not you and I. We just seeing what's up. Now I understand when a lot of women want to, just because you've been seeing each other a while, and all of a sudden it's just okay. Yeah, this is what we're doing. No one asked me what I'm doing. We're just all of a sudden doing what the woman dictating we're doing. And because I'm not doing what she's doing, I'm in the wrong. And this has happened to me before. I'm in the wrong for not being in my turn. She go with me, but I don't go with her. Well, I'm not looking to be married.
But I think what the response was is just maybe being open and communicative, right? I think that we're kidding ourselves, women, if you're in a new relationship with a man and you think he's exclusive to you, and nor should a man think that of a woman he just met. But the point here is that we agree to do this together, walk in these steps. And then all of a sudden, one person shouldn't be able to change the rules. You should never give power to the relationship to one, right? It should be equal. So that's where we're getting at, right? When a woman says, hey, we're together, we're exclusive, want to move in or want a key, and you didn't have those discussions, right? That's when it becomes problematic. And that can, again, as I stated earlier, run some men off. And so that's what the brother's speaking on, is that, why do you get to change the rules and define the relationship without previous conversations and ignore the ones we had before?
And when I say something about it, it's an issue. I deceived you. Well, no, and the reason I deceived you is because I act as if we were in a relationship.
Yeah, you playing out.
Yeah.
So we got to play all the way.
So, and it's an automatic thing. Well, because I like you, I like doing this with you a lot. So hey, yeah, let's do this and let's do that. Now all of a sudden, because I like you more than I like someone else, so I'm spending more time with you than I am with someone else, doesn't mean I'm not dealing with someone else anymore, right? I had a situation with a young lady, and same thing happened, right? So she told me, in the same, trying to change me, she told me that I'm not trying hard enough to please her. Not sexually, just period. I'm not trying, and I told her, and by her, I was wrong. I'm not trying to please you, period. I mean, you know what I'm saying? This is me. You made me, you decided, you agreed to date me as I am, just like I agreed to date you as you are. I'm not changing. I'm not here to change. I'm not changing none of my lifestyle to please you. So that's where the problem came. I'm not changing. So her comeback was, that's the problem. You don't want to change for me. 54 years old, I'm not changing for anyone.
But, so...
I'm doing fine, or he's doing well as well.
So, I think, what's being missed here is that the whole try to change, right? So, ladies, I think where we make the mistake is that women go into a relationship with, I can change him, I can make him what I need him to be, or I'm just better than the last girl, so I know that I can do this. And when the outcome is not that, of course you get frustrated. But you shouldn't go into the relationship with the mindset of changing anybody, right? You should go and you should know each other's flaws, embrace those flaws, and know that that person comes with baggage and they're flawed. When you start trying to change and define things sooner than they need to be, that's when you're going to start running into problems. Let the relationship happen organically. The last thing men want is to be forced in a relationship and to be force defined, okay? Don't define what it is for me, right? Let me discover that. Let us discover that. So that nothing turns a man off more than when you start force defining things, force defining relationships, and then you're trying to change him. No one wants to be changed, especially a grown man.
The question to these ladies, these women out here, and blaming you out, making it harder than it is. The right one becomes alone, we both know it. Okay, we don't know the difference between change and compromise. Y'all go with that compromise stuff again.
Well, but, so compromise...
It's for him.
Well, no, compromise...
It's for him.
I think, okay, so he spoke on compromise. Compromise is something that does not happen in the beginning of a relationship. So to ask someone who's newly dating, months, or whatever the time frame is, to start to compromise, that's too soon for that, right? So you're also, by compromising, you're already asking for change too soon.
I'm not jumping this. Listen, I'm the single one. He's the married one. My life is all right as it is. I want a woman in my life. No, I need a woman in my life for sex. Like I said, I can't perform that by myself. Women say it all the time. They don't need a man because they can fuck themselves. I can't. I need a woman for that. Need and want a woman for that. I don't need the hassle with the relationship that goes along with all of that, like the compromise and all that. I don't need that. So this the issue that I'm seeing. Women of a certain age, they're looking to be married, right? So everybody is a potential husband. So they see me. Oh, that's a potential husband. He's like this right now, but I'm gonna change him to be something else. I'm the woman that's gonna change him to want to marry me or want to whatever this woman wants. No, I'm not. I'm the guy. Let's just have until you don't want to have. And when you don't want to have fun and hang out with me no more, in my world, then you can move on. It's not gonna be an argument. It's not gonna be. Of course, I'm gonna miss you because I like you, but I'm compromises. He's married. He has to compromise. I can go home. No, you can go home. You don't have to come over. You don't have to pick. You don't have to call me. You don't have to talk to me. No, I'm not gonna compromise. I'm not gonna change. And I'm not saying because there's nothing wrong with me. I'm fine for me, and I'm fine for somebody else. I may not be fine for you. I'm not, like I told the young lady, I'm not the guy for you. That's obvious. You don't like me. That's what I was saying to her. You don't like me. She said, I do like you. If I didn't like you, you wouldn't, whatever. No, you don't like me because you always telling me, do this. Why surprise me? I'm not the surprising brother. Whoever that brother is, go deal with that brother. A lady brought me a letter before and gave me a list of items she wants from her man. I'm reading, and I gave her a list of things I want from my woman. Of course, they were, I went there with her, but she wasn't willing. Yeah, I was saying shit like jump out the house, suck my dick when I walk, all that kind of stuff. I was saying I was going there, but she wasn't willing to do. Made me surprised she was willing to do a lot of it, but she wasn't willing to do everything on my list. But she expected me to do everything on her list, right? I didn't really have a list. I just made a one because she made a one, and so of course we're not together now. She's married, so I'm wondering how that worked out. But yeah, I don't go into a relationship. I don't go into a situation with a female to change her. So of course I would love the perfect body and the perfect face and the walk in the house, drop to you. I would love that, but I can't put that on a woman. I can't say, hey, if you don't do this, that's a deal breaker. If you don't suck my dick when I'm walking in the house, that's a deal breaker. I'm not gonna do that. But a woman would do that. Well, if you don't bring me roses, or and we kind of got off topic because we're talking about how do we end up in those type of relationships without me agreeing to it. I didn't take a knee. I didn't even ask you to go with me. How would you do when we was younger? Would you go with me? Check yes or no. I didn't do none of that. But all of a sudden, we in that type of relationship. And when you call me and I say I'm out on a date, you get upset about it. Seriously upset. So I'm about to read some of these comments. Who's the co-host? We're gonna block some of these people. There you go. I think we should enjoy each other's company. And there you go, Debbie.
So that's the key, right? So that last statement, enjoy each other's company. I think if everything is going well and everyone's enjoying each other and you're having fun and you're exploring each other, you're getting to know each other, that should be enough. That should be enough. And you walk in that, right? Even though you start to feel more, one party starts to feel more than the other, but I think you have to have those conversations. You can't just start defining the relationship and changing in the moment. It's never gonna work. It's just gonna run a man away, right? He's just gonna run. He's just gonna leave. All the energy that you're putting in to that You need to invest that energy in yourself. Be who you were, because that's what the man was attracted to. Don't start being insecure and vulnerable. That's not what attracted him to you. So you want to keep that same energy. If you start giving out other energies, it's just going to run right off.
It's not necessarily has to do with that with me. Just don't try to change me, right? Just keep it like that. Just don't try to change me. I'm not changing you. I didn't ask you to be my woman, my wife, my girlfriend. I didn't ask you to. I did none of that change. And someone. Let me go back to this lady's comment, remark. She said, what did she say? I think, is it Adrian something? I can't read his name. I can't see. She said, the more you talk, I can see the problem. Work on self until you're ready.
But see, that's not the problem, right?
So
it's easy to say that a man expressing his feelings about being defined and a woman defining the relationship and a woman saying what they are and what they're not
that's
with
arrogant.
no conversation. That is a problem. It's not necessarily, it's just a problem. And it's something that needs to be addressed, right? So women, instead of always trying to change a man, why don't you try to grow him in the ways in which you want him to interact with you or respond to you on the things you want him to do?
That's that married talk.
No,
it ain't no growing.
That's that real talk.
It's not growing. Look, he's married. Women, don't try to nothing. Don't take us as we are or not.
But I think
it's easy to walk away from me.
But there has to be some growth in any relationship, though. So you can't just keep it on the same level when you met and that's it.
Yeah, you can, because see, he's coming from the end game. The end game is to be married. That's what that's the female's thinking. The end game is to be married, not my end game. My end game is the happy ending. That's my end game. Or don't deal with me. Period. I'm here to have a good time. I don't want to have. I was talking to my partner the other day. It's always something. You know what I'm saying? With his girlfriend. Always something. He has a girlfriend. And he didn't even know they were going together until she let him know.
You know what?
And it's always something.
It's funny that we're talking about this. If I'm so sorry for cutting you off. But it's funny that we're talking about this. This is just because if you guys seen the TikTok with P. Diddy and Young Miami, she has defined their relationship. She told him, we're going together. And he looked at her like, what? And she said, yeah, we're going together, right? So that's speaking to what we're talking about, is that she took it upon herself to define them. No conversations, but this is what we are. And so when you start to define and we're this, that means automatically he has to make some changes. He may not be willing to do that. So I just wanted to interject.
Because that's how arrogant women are, right? That's so arrogant to say, now we're okay, I'm ready. Well, I'm not ready. So, and because instead of moving on, say, hey, Damon, you're not ready, but I am. But I'm gone, I'm out of here. No problem. Now, women have done that with me. But then you have those that try to force the issue with me, right? I'm a bounce. I'm a holler at you. I'm gonna let you be upset with me and call me back. Now, hold on, I don't quit nobody. So you can be upset with me and you can leave, but I'm always be here when you're ready to come back. If you're ready to come back, I wouldn't know. There you go. You know, a little bit, I don't know. I'm trying to read some of your comments and respond to them. But there's a button, we're new to TikTok pretty much. There's a button at the bottom here that says multi-guest. Somebody push that. Right, we always have to have a conversation. Every woman wants a husband. There you go. Just keep it 100.
Yeah. That's like you said. That's the end game.
Right.
The end game is a ring on it, but you can't rush. You can't go straight to the fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying?
No, there's not. The end game is not marriage for everybody.
For a woman, it's close. Not all women. We don't never want to say 100% because there's just no such thing, right? But for many women, for a large majority of women, ring is the end game.
He's trying to be politically correct.
Well,
it's all women. All women.
No, not all women want to be married.
No, so, all women want to be married.
All women want to be secure. I can say that with 100%.
So I'm narcissistic, but a woman can define the relationship. A woman gets to say
what we are and what we're not.
Right. So I'm narcissistic, I'm arrogant, I'm all this, right? But a woman gets to say in a lot of relationships when we can have sex, what type of sex we can have, when we're in a relationship, because check this out, if she don't want to be in a relationship, and I want to be in a relationship, you what is it called? Crushing me, or see, I don't even know what the words are, because I'm not gonna do it. But there are men that be with women, and the woman, and he wants the relationship, and you putting too much pressure. I'm not ready. Okay, well, I'm not ready, but I'm narcissistic because I'm not ready and she's ready. But when a man is ready and you're not ready, and ladies, we know that happens.
Right. See, I think for a lot of women, you see a trait in a man that you are attracted to. You see one thing, and that one thing you want to rush and make that something, but you don't see all the things you need to see for him to be elevated to husband status or whatever. And so because you see that one thing, you say, hey, I like this, or he has this, and then you think you can change him to the other things. That's the mistake, right? So I think you need to make sure that the man meets your checklist before you just start, we're together, because you really don't know who he is yet, right? And you already want to say we're together, and then now you're in this relationship that's really not benefiting anyone. It's not a productive one because you defined it too soon. So know what it is you want and see more than just one sign or trait in a man, because sometimes that man showed you who he was, but you refused to see that because he showed you something that you loved for.
See Mims 1969. You said my husband was ready years before I was.
Okay, that's one.
Right.
So curious to know how you handled that.
Right. So did you get married when he was ready, or did you get married when you were ready?
Or did you compromise?
No.
You got married.
Don't give a way out. See Mims. That ain't no. I'm not asking how long were you married. Did you get married when he was married, or did you get married when you were married? When you were ready? When I was ready? See,
there you go. So
Thank you. You on my side.
So you women that were saying he's arrogant, this, and that. There you go.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Mills, for keeping it 100.
When I was ready.
Right. So, but when I'm not ready,
I'm married.
Y'all, you're right. I'm narcissistic. I'm keep, because the lady called me narcissistic. I'm keep saying.
But now let's speak on what was her handle?
Miss Mims, C Mims.
Miss Mims. Now, everybody on the platform, you can learn from C Mims, because all she said was, I needed him to show me more before I can submit to him or make him my forever. She didn't rush him. He was ready. He saw enough. He said, I'm ready. And she said, hold up. I need more boxes checked first. Now, remember who I am. Okay? Yeah. I'm the married guy. I happily take that title. But I want you guys to just really let that soak in. She said, check more boxes. Make sure you who I need you to be before I submit to you. See, when you start rushing and calling guys your man and your husband before that's true, that's what you get in.
I can't see this name. Somebody cross carrier. Let me ask you. You said your assumption. Your assumption. I was a narcissistic. You assume I'm a narcissist because I'm not ready when someone else is ready.
She wasn't ready.
So Mims, you're a narcissist.
Because
based
you wanted
on
to make sure this man
based
who
on
you needed him to be.
the cross carrier's logic, you're a narcissist. So this gotta go both ways, right? So when a man does something, he's wrong. When a woman does the same thing, the man is still wrong, right? So I'm smothering you if I want something that you're not ready for. I'm something else when you want something that I'm not ready for. And all I'm saying is, at this point in my life, I'm not ready for marriage. So, and I'm not going. If I'm not ready for something, I'm an athlete. I used to be. And I'm a coach. Well, I used to be. I'm not going to put a kid into a game if they're not ready, right? Because we're gonna lose the game. Because they're not ready to play this game. I'm not ready to play the husband and wife game.
And that's why so many women lose this game.
I'm not cross carry. I'm not trying to. I don't take it like I'm. No. I'm not attacking or anything. I'm not taking it personal. And tell me. You said be honest in the beginning. Do we go into? I need to be honest in the beginning, or the woman needs to be honest in the beginning? Because if a woman came and told me in the beginning, my end game is to marry you, and so in the beginning I'm gonna say I'm not your guy, right? Because my end game is not to marry you. So, because when you meet somebody in the beginning, you're just dating. That's why I'm asking. When women of a certain age, and what age is that, so I can stay clear of that age, are y'all looking for every man to marry me? You know, I'm like, you think I'm on a platform saying what I'm saying. You think I'm not gonna say it to her? You think she didn't know that this is how I felt? You know, I'm not, because when you meet somebody, that comes up. So what do you think about marriage? Never thought about it. I don't think anything about marriage. I thought about marriage one time when I was 19 years old, and then I immediately thought about divorce. So, and I got partners that got married, divorced. I got a few partners. Everybody, I was thinking about this the other day. All of my partners are either married or divorced, right? And I got a lot of friends. They're either married or divorced. Now, surprisingly, in my circle, there are more married than there are divorced. I can think of, there's three of us, myself, but I was 19, 21, don't count. But there are three of us, to include me, that are divorced. The rest of my guys that are married. You know, we have two that's been lifelong singles. 3 that's been lifelong singles. But everybody else, and it's about 10, 15 of us. Everybody else is married. I mean, I don't know if they're happily married. I know they're married. Now, if it was me, if I wasn't happily married, I wouldn't be married. You know, and happily married to me means, like I said before, every day happy. If there's a day I come in my house after I just left, I come from work, whatever the case, I came from outside, and this woman had a bad day and she's bringing it home, and I can't get away from that, I'm going to see a divorce lawyer. So I'm not giving it a chance. Do you ever want to get married? No. Are you talking to me? No. Until I heard you speak, I thought you were so appealing. Well, sorry to lose you. I'm not for you. If you want to get married, I'm not for you.
But I think more and more women are not looking for marriage. I think
Well, I'm responding to these comments. I did give her the same thing. I went into the marriage cross carrier. I went into the marriage all in. You know, I want to be the best I can be, and I wanted to be the best husband. She wasn't cooperating.
But she was 19.
And again, we were 19, so.
Yeah, so it's gonna be hard to do some cooperating at 19.
Right, so, and so that's why I said I can't speak on being married because I was 19 when I was married. It doesn't count. I was a kid. I was 1 year out of my mother's house. You know, my mother told me not to get married. Should have never did it. My girl, oh man, you know, she do stuff that don't like us to do. So I gotta marry her. Yeah. So that's what I was young. Now, as an adult, I'm not willing to sacrifice. Even with a relationship, I feel that everybody, you know, who all in the house sleep with the light on, and the TV on, and the fan on, and the air on 65, all year round. None of you. What would happen with my looks back? Well, my looks got. I see some that I consider very unattractive brothers with women all the time.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
So I don't know what that means. So what does my looks have to do with me dating? So you're saying only because who you talking about, him or Pearlie? I mean, what do looks have to do with it? I mean, like I said, I see some very unattractive brothers, in my opinion, with women all the time. So as my mother would always say, there's somebody for everybody. So when my looks fade, and thank you, I'm gonna take that as a compliment, just calling me attractive. But when my looks fade, that means nothing. It's women out there that like ugly men. There you go. My great grandfather looked like a prune in the face, and had a girlfriend. So, if I end up looking like him in the face, I know at least I'm gonna have a girlfriend. If you're asking me, do I have kids? This lady's new. Yes, ma'am, I do have children. So, to your other question, I'm not going to ever be alone because I do have children. And I have 11 children and 30 grandchildren. My grandfather, to that alone thing, when everybody say that, my grandfather died when I was 2 years old. My grandmother, her husband died when I was 2. She died when I was 48. Never remarried, right? And when she passed away, she had her children there, her grandchildren there, her great-grandchildren there, and her great-great-grandchildren there. So she wasn't alone. And I'm pretty sure out of what, 40 descendants today, somebody gonna be there for me, with me. So I'm not gonna be alone. So stop using that. Do you have kids?
And I think that that's an awful way to define a relationship, a marriage, with dying alone or being alone. If that's why you're in it, then you're probably going to be alone, because that's not enough to sustain a long-term commitment. Just, I don't want to die alone. I have a friend, that's his same thing. He has sons, no daughters, and his comment was, he said, I only have sons, so I don't have a daughter. So I don't have nobody that's going to take care of me because I know my sons are not going to do it. And so that's his thing, man. So he says, I may get remarried because I don't want to be alone. So if he does get remarried, it's for the wrong reasons. It's for what was stated. It was so he won't be alone. That's not going to work.
I don't read the Bible. Try. I can't see what your name is. Some 67. I don't read the Bible, but if it's in there you go. I'm not meant to be married, and I'm okay with that. You know.
And so I think so the bigger picture here is, if you're in a new emerging relationship and you know you're with someone who's not wanting to be married, and your goal is to be married, then you have that conversation and you part ways. You don't spend years with someone who told you they're not interested in being married. Have children by someone who told you they're not interested in being married. But now if you can handle the relationships with a titleist or as a wife or whatever, but a partner and y'all raising children together, you know, then that defines what that is. But if your end game is marriage and someone is telling you they're not, then you need to move on. You need to accept that honesty and you need to move on. But so many women, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change his mind. He just ain't met me yet. He ain't met my cooking. He don't know how I put it down. That's not gonna work.
Or y'all need to start coming into relationships saying, I plan on marrying you and changing you into this other guy that brought me roses every day and wrote me poems. I don't know what you mean by what if they cross-carry. Me and cross-carry having a conversation. I don't know what you mean by if who have the positive marriage role models but won't marry. I don't know. I don't know what you're asking. What if they won't? Y'all must be talking amongst each other.
My shorts and legs are showing. I didn't put no lotion on. I don't do lotion, ladies. I'm sorry. Well, audience, I think it's a waste of money to put lotion in places no one's gonna see.
So, back to what we were saying. How I'm frustrated with always, and this is not one time. This is always having the conversation with a woman about we're in a relationship all of a sudden that I didn't know we were in. I didn't agree to it. So, what do I need to do?
I think, why does anyone always have to do something, right? Just be honest.
Yeah. So I don't know. What do I have to do? Right. Just be honest. To the future, to my future, anybody I'm gonna date, I don't want to be married. You're not gonna change me. But the only person that's gonna change that is me. Because somebody on here saying, well, when the right woman comes along, that's gonna make me. And there you go.
It could.
Right.
It could. But the problem with that statement, and it could be a very real statement, right? When the right woman comes along. But the likelihood of that is pretty slim, right? So again, I'm saying, women, why invest your time and energy with someone who doesn't want to be married? If that is your goal, you need to move on.
So she just said it. Not wanting marriage is okay. Just make sure the other person understands.
There you go.
Hold on.
There you go.
Why do I need to make sure she understands I don't want marriage? She needs to make sure I understand that she wants marriage.
I think it's a give and take, right? But who has those who sits down and says, hey, my name is Blau, your name is whatever, how you doing, sister, you look nice, I'd like to buy you a drink, I don't want to get married. Who has those conversations, right? In those moments and in those spaces, we're talking one thing and one thing only, right? Lust, physical attraction, let's get it on, let's make this happen, and if we get to a second date, so be it. So we don't have those conversations up front, right? But we can all assume, not to 100%, but assume that a woman's intent when meeting a man is possibly to marry him.
Okay. The Stone experience. Okay. The Stone experience. I'm about to respond to this. I agree with the other guy. That's you. Before you play bed buddies, I guess that's me. Tell them there's no potential in growth. Who said there's no potential in growth? I never said that there's no potential in growth. I said, I don't know if there's potential in growth. Just like the other lady said, if I meet the right woman. Or if I just have an epiphany, like, wake up one day like, shit, this is the mother right here I want to be with. So why would I tell somebody there's no potential in growth when there is a potential in growth? I'm just not looking to be married today when we meet. That's it. That's all that's about. It's not about, well, we can't grow, because it's a possibility we can grow. I'm just not looking for marriage today. Let's see what's going to happen. That's what I'm talking about.
So there's a lot of ways to grow, right? You can, because I mentioned growing someone instead of trying to change. So I'm gonna give you a quick example. It's a simple example. I grew up at a certain economic level than my spouse, and so
Maybe marriage be on the table. Go ahead.
So I was used to doing things a certain way. She introduced something different, right? And it's just something simple. I'm gonna share with you how simple it was. So I used the same being poor. We didn't have a lot of washcloths and bathcloths, right? So you use the same one the whole week. My wife, different, right? So she grew me this. She said, nope, you need a towel for this, a towel for this, and a towel for that. I'm like, what? No, I'm not used to that. And she said, no, because you wash this with this one, this with this one, this with this. So that's growing, right? It's simple, but that's how you can grow someone. Instead of changing and think, look for the opportunities to grow someone into being what you desire, or improve them in a sense, and some of the negative things you don't like about them. But the whole change things, that never works.
He's married. So you can introduce me to something.
Married does not mean I'm still not a man. Married does not mean that these challenges go away, right?
You can introduce me to something. Now, if you can introduce me to something, right? So I've been introduced, in every relationship I've ever been in, I've taken something from it, and hopefully they've taken something from me, right? I've taken something, even the way I dress, my haircuts,
Share the story you shared with me about, of course we're not going to mention names, said about you. She said the problem with you was, so I'm going to let you finish.
I don't know, that's everybody.
I can't say her name on the camera or on this live.
It's
starts
always
with a T.
It's always a problem with me.
Starts with a T.
What I say she said? You know how many T's out in a day?
She said the problem with you is that no one, I think you said that she said no one, you wanted everything and no one told you no or something.
Oh yeah. I get that all the time. So I'm spoiled. So this is an attack. I guess they attacked me. I was attacked this way. And what they were saying was, this particular, several women said was, I'm from Tulsa, so they assume that everybody I've ever dated is from Tulsa. So her comment was, I hope you don't, anyway, those Tulsa hoes got you spoiled. They let you do what you want to do. Now that right there is a statement. I didn't understand that. What you mean they let me do what I want to do? Right, so I'm thinking, and this is probably different from what he was talking about. So I'm thinking that she was saying, they let me do what I want to sexually. And so I'm saying, you let me do what I want to sexually. What are you talking about? But no, she was saying that she had the audacity to think that I should answer to someone. I mean, I should ask her, tell her who, this is for real. I want to know the names of the people you're dating. I need to see them. I want to meet them. What, nigga? Oh. So, which is, again, arrogance. What women think that they run it. Y'all say that we think we're chauvinists and we run everything, but I come across a lot of women that really think they running it. When they think they the alpha, and I'm looking at them like, you got to, because I'm here for the what you call it, the ending. I'm here from the happy ending. He's in it for the end game. I'm for the happy ending. So I don't care what's coming out your mouth. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a good time. Because when I see a woman, like I said before, when I see a woman, and when women see men, it's an attraction. You're not, now, so that's the question I need to ask.
About what they have and what they don't have.
When I see a woman, it's an attraction. It's a sexual attraction, like, man. So when women see men, Is it a sexual attraction? Like, I'm getting moist.
Yes.
And so at that point when you meet, so you go into conversation and say, I want to marry you. I don't think that. I don't think no man ever seen a beautiful, in his perception of a beautiful woman, seen a beautiful woman say, I want to marry her. I mean, I see it on TV, and that love at first sight and married, I see all that. Don't think none of it's real. But I do know somebody say, I want to fuck the shit out of her. Do women say that? Go ahead and lie to me.
But here's the thing. So real quick, women.
Not all men are the same either.
But women do choose. Let's not get that confused. Women choose, right?
Yeah, that's it. So I'm just handsome and a lot of fun.
Well,
that's it.
And that's what you should be up for.
That's what she's saying. Yeah, that's it. That's all I am. I'm handsome and a lot of fun.
Thank you.
That's it. If you want any more of that,
Then there you go.
he can give you the number to some of his Muslim brothers. But that's it. I'm all about living in the moment and enjoying life.
So
peacefully.
All right. So to bring this full circle, to wrap this up, the young lady that came at you with that, this sparked today's discussion. This actually happened today, guys. So this was authentic. This happened today.
Hold on, I don't know what this means.
So
hold on.
What's going on with you and her now?
Hold on. Why at your age are you still a lot of fun? What?
Why at your age are you still a lot of fun? Just because you're 54, you have to be born.
Yeah, is that what you said? I'm 54. What do age? I can't have fun at 54. I don't get that. Tell me what a 54-year-old got. Tell me when I'm supposed to stop having fun. Why don't I want to settle down? Okay, she's asking why don't I want to settle down? Why? I mean, why? Do I need to settle down? I'm Damon, by the way, and this is Bilal. So let the other brother get his point out. Which brother you want to get the point out? He's asking me if you're talking about me getting my point out, or if you asking me, he was asking me about the situation I'm in, as far as
yeah. So that situation is.
We don't need that out there. You don't need that out of
today's conversation. So again, that's what sparked today's conversation. Was someone trying to define a relationship.
Yeah,
I'm previous conversation.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop having fun. You can have so much fun. Don't stop it. You're right. I'm gonna have fun, woman to woman. I'm not understanding what TITAL. I don't understand these names. Ow. All right, bye, Miss Brewer. There you go. Young minded, no substance. What do you mean by that? Because I don't want to be married. I don't want to be married, so I'm young-minded and no substance. Or I haven't found the right woman yet. How about that? Have I ever used the word love to a woman? Yeah, I love my mother. I love a lot of women.
Yeah, but so love.
Yeah, we're both in our 50s.
And desire. I mean, we talk about this all the time. Guys, those are two separate emotions, right? So, we can't equate the two.
So, to answer a lot of you guys' question, I don't know if I don't know. When the right woman comes along, fun is good, but it's not everything. What's the rest? What's the rest?
Yeah, exactly. So, what's the rest?
Yeah, tell me. He said that too. You're right, Upside. I know what I want, and I'm not going to accept anything other than what I want. Period.
And nor should you, right? So
right, and right. Or she is that she the baddest? She the baddest. Or I'm just loving myself. Why? Because I haven't found the right woman yet.
But I don't think that if you're not looking to be married, then that means you're not looking for the right woman. You're looking, as he stated, to be engaged, to have fun, to have some companionship. So
I didn't say any of that. I said I'm looking for a happy ending. It's exactly what I said. No, don't say I'm looking for.
But what's a happy ending, bro?
Sex. That's what I'm looking for. Sex.
So that's the happy ending, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, man. I'm not, because I haven't seen, like I said, marriage to me is overrated. I haven't seen anyone ecstatic about being married. In the beginning, I have. Cause what do you call? Are y'all still in y'all honeymoon era or whatever?
The term, correct.
You still in that. So once that's over with, cause I hear it all the time. Once that's over with, then what? So I'm assuming the honeymoon era, the honeymoon era part of your relationship, marriage, is the fun part. Now that's over with. Now what? See.
But okay, so is that part of your resistance to marriage? Is the honeymoon part of it over? The challenges of maintaining a relationship for longevity, is that part of it?
I'm not looking to be married. I'm not walking around here.
But okay. Let's take marriage out.
Okay.
Are you also not willing to emotionally support a woman for an extended amount of time?
Why? Answer that question. Why do I need to emotionally support a woman?
Well, I mean, if you're not, I guess if you're not willing to do that, then yeah, you'll never be married. So you walked around saying, I need to go find somebody I need to emotionally support? Or did that come along with marriage? Well, I mean, I don't know that you walk around looking for that, but relationships eventually will morph into that, where the both of you emotionally support each other.
If I'm dealing with you, I'm 100% on your team. So yes, I emotionally support you, but I don't want to live with you. I want you to bring your own pillow when you come over my house. To be honest, I don't want to live with you. I don't want to conform to your rules, because I don't conform to mine. So either you're gonna conform to mine or I'm gonna conform to yours. I don't have a space for anyone. Right. So why bring someone into that? See, I don't understand. Somebody explain to me why people get married. Explain that to me. What did you tell me? On Earth, for every one man, there's 150 women. Why would somebody get married? Black?
I'm gonna clarify that. So this is some data.
No.
For every eligible black man that's not in a marriage, not homosexual or gay, not in prison, there are 150 black women. So brothers like this, it's probably why they don't see the need to get married.
No one's answered okay, this is what y'all calling me. I'm very immature. Yes, I've been married. I got married at 19, got divorced at 21. To answer your question. Seems like you've been through some things and you learned your lesson. Yeah, I have.
You look at it like that.
Sir, you are too mature to be. Okay, I'm ignorant. Thank you. She a badass. I'm ignorant because of what? Because I won't conform to what you talking about. That is a good way to hurt women. No, I'm not angry. Am I coming off angry? I was frustrated earlier when he and I was having this conversation, because I was told that I led someone on, right? Because they want a relationship and I didn't want one. And the reason why I led that person on was because the things that we do together. I'm gonna have, as I stated before, I'm enjoying my life with or without you. Period. Come along with me if you like, and we can enjoy. You can enjoy with me. But that spot is interchangeable. My spot is not. I'ma always have fun. The spot next to me is interchangeable. It can be replaced at any time. Just like a female spot next to her can be changed at any time, exchanged at any time. You don't have to deal with me and put up with me like I don't have to put up with you. Like we were saying, the lady said her husband was ready for marriage 10 years before she was.
That's right.
So was she ignorant because she wasn't ready yet? I'm just not ready. A woman and I get the difference between a woman and a man. And is a woman get hurt, she gets up, she gets back up, but a man no.
She's saying you hurt, right?
Oh, I'm hurt.
She's saying you've been emotionally compromised, and that's why you feel the way you do.
Okay, I'm hurt. Okay, I'm hurt. There you go. That's the reason, because I'm hurt, and I have no problem with that. I don't walk into a relationship looking to get married. I don't meet. This is Tonette. I don't walk into a relationship saying I want to marry you.
And I think that the mistake that women make often is that they do, right? So a woman does enter a relationship with the end in mind. And so they act and do things that way. Where, like you said, most men, especially yourself, you're not looking for that. So I think that could be problematic, and that may be part of the problem, because not all women, of course, but some women do, when they're dating or they're involved in man, they're looking for that, and you're clearly not. So, but it just goes back to communication. But like I stated earlier, who communicates up front? I want to get married. I don't want to get married. I want to be with you like that. I don't. No one does that.
Because, be honest with you, I don't know if I want to get married or not. I'm saying I don't meet a person today, right now. No, I don't want to get married. I don't meet a person saying I want to get married. I haven't felt like, okay, this is the thing.
I think marriage is different for a man, right?
I haven't felt like I want to live with something. See, marriage is, I'm going to sum it up. I want to live with somebody for the rest of my life. No. And I don't know how we got on marriage, but no, I don't want to live with somebody in the same house. I can't even, I can't wrap my mind around that. In the same house forever. Like we said once, we back on this marriage thing, we were talking about how arrogant women always try to define the relationship when it starts, what you do in it, and when it's over. We as men don't get the opportunity to, like I said, the lady her husband wanted to get married 10 years before she wanted to get married. She decided when, because he was smothering her. That's probably what somebody would have said. That he's smothering me. So I'm saying, you're smothering me, female. So that's what the conversation is about. The conversation is not about, do I want to get married? That's not what the conversation is about.
But since we morphed into marriage, I'm going to talk about a quick story. Since we morphed into marriage, of course, that wasn't the intent. If you're first time on here, I'm in a profession that is 90% female. So, and I've been in that profession for 26 years. And so I know a lot of females. And so I'm going to tell you a really quick story. So a friend of mine was in a 10-year relationship with a man, had his child, the whole nine. It just didn't work out. It just didn't. she had different goals, different things. And within 6 months of their breaking up, he married another woman that had kids.